Where is Alexis? New surveillance images show a Clark Atlanta student at a liquor store hours before she disappeared. Alexis Crawford's family last heard from her on October 30th. Today, volunteers searched an area near her apartment on McDaniel Street. The search didn't turn up any new clues.
Deadly ambush. Tonight, investigators on both sides of the U.S.-Mexico border want to find the cartel gunman who murdered at least 9 Americans.
Nita and 4 of my grandchildren are burnt and shot up.
The 3 women and 6 children were killed yesterday in a highway ambush in northern Mexico. It's unclear if the attack was targeted or a case of mistaken identity.
Changing testimony. The U.S. ambassador to the EU made a significant change to his testimony to investigators. Gordon Sondland now admits he told Ukraine it would likely not receive military aid if the country didn't announce a corruption investigation. Democrats say that's an improper quid pro quo.
All of the witnesses agree that the president engineered a shakedown of the Ukrainian government.
President Trump is accused of pressuring Ukraine to investigating political rival Joe Biden. The president says he did nothing wrong.
No peach drop. Atlanta Mayor Keisha Lance Bottoms says the city will skip the annual New Year's Eve tradition this year. She told Magic 107.5 last year's event at Underground Atlanta felt rushed.
Although it was great to be there and the crowd was great, it felt like an afterthought event rather than a premiere event.
The mayor says the biggest challenge is finding a location. She says the peach drop will return, but didn't say when.